I always find it interesting that rather than, if I would just kind of close my eyes and think about God coming to earth and becoming man, you think about him like coming on the clouds of fire and, everybody looking up and
it's like Transformers or something, right?
Exactly. Oh, here comes Jesus. Oh, and everybody instantly believes. But God didn't choose to come to earth like that. He chose to come simply and in a stable. And if you could just maybe talk a little bit about why does God choose to come the way that he did, born of a virgin in a lowly, nowhere outpost of the Roman Empire?
Right, in the sticks. It's like he was born somewhere and out on the bayou somewhere,
That's right.
right?
That's
right.
Yeah.
I think Paul has this idea, I think that's really helpful, that God's power is actually manifest through weakness.
Mm-hmm.
And Philippians 2 verses 6 to 11 gives us this really lovely Christological hymn about this, right? There's something about the humility of God, that Jesus, who was in the form of God, right, chose to give that up.
Mm-hmm.
And the Greek word that in giving that up, he says it wasn't something to be seized or grasped, almost not to be used for his own benefit.
Right.
And that part of the whole Christian life is about giving up power that we may think that we have, and God does that. He's humble in that sense, and he comes to us in the most humble possible way, right? There's nothing more helpless than a child. Mm-hmm. So it says something about, what we think is important and powerful coming up, and being on clouds, but that the real power comes through humility, right? Through being vulnerable to other people. And so I think that's one reason he comes as an infant. The other has to actually also do with the end of his life, right? He also dies. And so there's a sense in which, because of sin, all of human life needed to be redeemed, right? We're born into sin and we die because of sin. Mm-hmm. And so he comes as a child to redeem human birth, and he dies as a human being to redeem our death. So he takes on the full human experience from beginning to end. He doesn't skip anything, right? He might have skipped middle school, but I wouldn't blame him for that. He didn't skip anything.
Right.
All the suffering, all the loss, he took on all of human experience from beginning to end. So I think it's not just that he's vulnerable, but he takes on the whole thing.